What I previously did with the text when I moved it and I used lines as guides is just one method of modifying the location of text. I want to show you another method, and this time talk about the object snap tracking. Let me take the text again, and instead of erasing, I'm just going to move it. And let's take this line and erase it. I'm going to zoom back into this location. This time I'm going to take Object Snap, and looking at the settings, I do have it set to endpoint, midpoint, and intersection. That's okay. I'm not going to need it, so I'm going to turn it off, and I'm going to leave O-Track on. Selecting the text once again, having the grips, and then enabling the grips, I move my cursor to that location. The grip changes to a green color, and I click on it, and that changes it to a red color. I'm going to zoom out. This is far enough, and exit. And what I'm going to do is, instead of drawing that line as a guide, I'm going to use O tracking and simply, actually I do need the object snap on to select the endpoint. I'm putting my cursor at this location. I have not clicked. It isn't necessary. I'm going to move the cursor down slowly. And as you can see, you get a dotted line appear as a guide. And all I'm doing is moving the text down. The cursor is straying a little bit away from that location, from that vertical location, but not far enough so the object tracking remains in place. And I'm simply going to click here, and the text is located where I wanted it. This time I didn't use the line. Tapping once to eliminate the grip. This time I'm going to select scale and do this one more time. Again, it's blue, showing us that there is a grip. As I move my cursor close to that location and it has the magnetic effect, it turns green. And if I click it, it becomes red. And now I'm going to stretch this text to its location. Again, Object Snap is on, snapping to that endpoint. I have not clicked, and now I will move my cursor down very slowly. And this is where I would like to place that text, and I click. Tap the escape key, makes the grips go away. And finally, I'd like to put the line in place. Select line, moving the cursor to this location, leaving it there for at least 1 second, and then moving it down slowly tracks that endpoint for me. I'm going to select a point in between both lines of text, and I'm going to click, and I'm going to take it across. This time I need ortho on, and just placing the line here, and then right click, enter, terminates that command. So that's another method. Again, it's about developing your style, and the only way to develop that style is to understand the different ways that you can use this program, the flexibility it has. The other thing I wanted to mention is, in case you typed the text incorrectly, you can simply put your cursor over that text and double click on it, and that opens up the edit text window. And here I could change this. Instead of reading kitchen plan, I could have it read kitchen and then dash plan, and then select OK, and that changes it for us. If the scale was not placed in there correctly, I can double click on the text and make any changes. For example, say I had put a 3 in here instead of a 2, just change that and select OK. Double click this one more time and just leave it as kitchen plan and select OK. Now if the line needs to be a little bit longer, remember you can also grip the line. It does have the grip points at the two ends and in the middle, and you can select that point and just drag it further out in case your title gets a little bit longer. Or you can bring it back in.